let's consider the following circles. What portion of the circle are you supposed to be solving for in this? Where the 90 degrees is. So you want to look at these highlighted or low lighted portions. Sector. So what do we know about the fraction thing? Percent equals what you want divided by the total. So what do we want on this?
The area of the sector.
The 90 degrees, right? Okay. So we want the 90 degrees. What is the total degrees of a circle? 360. Perfect. So this is going to be our fraction, 90 over 360. That is our portion. This is your percent. Okay? Keep it as a fraction. You know if you divide, that will give you your percent. Keep it as a fraction because we want it as a fraction later on to give us the most correct answer. Okay? How do we get that? Because it's what we want divided by the total. So how would we find the area for this? Let's find the area. Let's just practice. Decide what we know. Austin, let's focus. Thank you. How do we find the total area of this circle? We did it up here.
Pi. Multiplied by pi, right?
Pi, r squared. Okay. So we have 7 kilometers is our r because it's from the center to the edge. Pi, 7 kilometers squared. And just like we did before with finding the percentage of the area before, we multiplied it by the percent that we want. $90 over 360. Degrees. So what was 7 squared? 49. So this is what you're going to put in your calculator. 49 times 90 over 360. You could either use the fraction button or put it in parentheses so that you know that you're dividing the 90 by 360. Keep the pi out of it to get your exact answer. What do you get when you multiply 49 times 90 divided by 360?
Hold up.
Okay, and then put that into a fraction. The 12.25. If you can't remember how to put that in a fraction, you do math, enter, enter. Okay, remember, when you're putting the 49 times parentheses 90 divided by 360, keep those in parentheses, okay? Otherwise it's gonna change it. Equals 12.25. Then you click math, enter, enter to give us our fraction. This was 49 over 4 pi kilometers squared. So that is your exact area of that portion. The approximate, you would then take the 49 divided by 4 times pi. And you get 38.48 centimeters, kilometers squared. let's go ahead and figure out what the percentage would be, like our fraction for the percent would be for this one. But then I want to move on to the next page to give us the actual equation for it. What is the percentage of this circle that we're trying to find? So 225 degrees over 360. This is the percent of it's what we want divided by the total. 225 degrees divided by 360. And like we said before, we multiply this by the total area. Right? Just like we did when we were multiplying the total area of the room by the percent that we wanted to paint to get us the total area of where we wanted to paint. Am I okay to scroll?
Yes. No.
Okay. This area would be pi 9 miles squared if you wanted to practice that. Pi r squared. Let's go to the next page.
I'll help you. I promise.
In your little sector area formula box, okay? We're gonna give you the area formula for sector areas. Okay. You take, if it's in degrees, okay, there's two different units of measure, right? There's degrees and radians, okay? So if it's in degrees, you're going to take the angle, you can. This is theta. We're using theta to define our angle. Your angle divided by 360 times pi r squared. This will be the sector area formula for degrees. All that is up there is percent equals want divided by total. So if we remember, percent equals what you want divided by the total. What was the total for radians? How many radians define a circle?
Isn't it like 7 and 6 and a little more?
6 and a little more. And then what was the exact of 6 and a little more we found was 2 pi. 2 pi equals 6 and a little more. So 2 pi radians was the total of a circle in radians. So we want the angle in radians times 2, or divided by 2 pi times pi r squared. Now, radians are usually given to you in a fraction, okay? So the best way to do this is theta radians times 1 over 2 pi radians times pi r squared. And I'll show you how that works.
Ooh, I like the bottom right. It's gonna be helpful.
Yeah. Does everyone have that written down? Okay. let's put it in action. We'll do the degrees and we'll do the radians. What is the percentage fraction that we're going to use for this one? 45 over 360 times pi. What's r? Somebody else. What's r? It is the radius. AJ, what is the radius of this circle? That is the degree. The radius would be this number right here. Which is? What is that number? 12. 12 meters squared. Okay.
How's your score on that game, Brock?
You're good.
Like, tried to hide from it.
Okay, here's your trick. Take your pie. Leave it out. Not till after you finish your dinner.
Don't forget the whipped cream, though.
Don't forget the whipped cream, which is our units of measure.
That was pretty good, huh, sir?
And I totally caught it, didn't I?
Yes, yes. Appreciate that timely wit.
It was not good. Take your pie and your units of measure, put it over here. In your calculator, you're going to put 45 over 360 times 12. Multiply. And then change it into a fraction. Okay?
I mean, I could do it later, but I'm too lazy.
45 divided by 360.
3 over 2.
45 divided by 360. I always put my fraction into a parentheses just in case. Times 12 equals.
Or 3 over 2.
Or, math, enter, 3 over 2. That is what we want. 3/2 pi meters squared. That is our exact answer.
How do you know if it's one?
Why does this one only have one answer?
It doesn't. I just was waiting until everyone was caught up and then I would move on.
Okay.
And then our approximate is,
They were perplexed because you circled that.
yeah, sorry.
That's they're done, you know?
Yeah,
It's true.
it's very true. Multiply by pi. 4.71.
Hey, that's what I got.
That's not what I got, but it's okay.
No wonder.
No wonder Taylor's mad.
Wait, how did it get 11?
Taylor.
Well, Taylor's not here, so they must be fighting again.
Well, good thing it's raining. I mean,
Wait, why is it 11?
then I can go to your house.
It's not. Thank you for catching that. It's 12.
I'm still so confused.
Why would it?
I got 4.712.
Oh,
That's okay.
Do I need to check?
no, it's right.
Oh, you just missed the 7? There we go.
Okay.
Nailed
Wait,
it.
how'd you get that again?
Type it in.
So you have to do 3 over 2 multiplied by pi.
Doing good?
You take your exact answer and multiply it by pi. Remember, we leave the pi for our very last step. But always keep your whipped cream. Or pizza. Dessert pizza.
Percent, right, so my case is not 45.
I love dessert pizza.
What? Did you get something else? Did you multiply pi up here first?
Sure this time? Then, you don't have to worry about the pi meter squared until
You
you
could.
Actually, it's 45 over 360 times pi is 12 squared.
Okay.
I got
Yeah, without the pi.
You don't just square both
And then reduce the fraction, once you take the fraction,
Is your
that's
whipped
what
cream
you're
in
gonna
the
So that is because it probably squared your pie.
It's like the cherry on top.
Leave the pie for the last step. Promise.
Because there's two
And the 12 would still be squared.
we did on the
So
back
that's
page.
Yeah, but the pi wouldn't be squared.
That's right, and that's right. So we're good.
Always leave the pi. Okay, this is very important. Some people want to skip this step and just do it right from the beginning. Always leave the pi for the last step.
Okay.
Okay?
Dessert.
Multiply everything else and divide
I still have that.
45 divided by 360 times 12. Put your 45 divided by 360s in parentheses if it's giving you an error.
Does she have a typo?
Oh my gosh, there is a typo.
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
That's okay.
It does get, okay, I'm not going crazy.
Dang it. This is not 12, this is 144.
Oh, shoot. Huh?
This is 12 squared.
Oh,
Didn't catch that either. What?
I know.
I don't catch them.
that's awkward.
Oh, it is awkward.
So do we-
Awkward.
Tell me they know what they're doing. Now they can fix the approximate on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fabulous.
I thought it was going crazy.
No, that's good.
I thought you were too.
Turns out we are the crazy ones.
I was like, I know he's probably getting it.
Hey, I found our homework copies, by the way. I had printed them. They were in my mailbox. So
Oh, there you go.
it was a waste of paper.
Also, how did it,
Did you get 18?
for the approximate, I got 56.55. How do you get the exact again?
You just multiply this, leave the pi out of it.
Leave the pi out of it?
This is my exact answer. Leave the pi out of it, which is approximately
You had 39.
what?
252 was 39.
So good.
Oh, wait, never mind, I'm just doing things wrong.
One day I'm gonna bring you some toasted cheeses.
Dude, I love toasted cheeses so much.
Yeah,
No.
the exact was
How
it.
did you get 56.3?
18 times pi.
And where did you get the 18 from? I'm sorry.
45 divided by 360 times 144 gave me 18.
Okay, got it.
So what is your opinion on the white cherry one?
Let's please. What?
Yeah, they're not good.
What?
They're not good.
All right. Let's do one of the radians ones really quick so that we could practice the radians. Remember, we take our radians. We multiply it by 1/2 pi radians.
They're not this.
No, but they were given to me. So.
She's only thriving a little.
Hold on.
Because of that, I want to go to the store and buy cheese.
You don't have to erase that. I'm just making it smaller.
Okay, that was like,
There's nothing wrong with it. I just didn't have room. 7 pi fourths radians.
Oh, found the whiteout an hour and a half later.
Yay!
go.
Times pi r squared. Okay. Now we're going to do this right. You could cancel out your pi radians because there's one on top and one on bottom. Multiply straight across.
never mind. I got it. Because the total is 7 plus 4, so it's 2 radians, right? 2 pi radian.
What?
That's how much a circle is, right? A 2 pi radian.
Yes. Yep. So we're multiplying by 1 over the total.
So instead of 360, right?
Yes. 7 times 1, 4 times 2, times. I am taking this mile squared and pi, putting it out here for my last step. On your calculator, it will be 7/8 times 10 squared. We know that 10 squared is 100 because 10 times 10 is 100. And that would give us, and then make that into a fraction. So 700, sorry,
You know what I just realized? Our next unit is one of my favorite units. Yeah, we're doing our probability and statistics unit. The project is the casino day party. You guys make casino games. You see the Plinko and the slot machine up there? And like we play roulette and stuff because it's all, the whole unit's about odds and probability. It's a fun unit.
So your exact answer is 175 over 2 pi.
This unit's a little slow, we know.
I know.
Circles are circles. But next unit's super fun, so just stick through it. You'll be fine.
How do you do the one?
You have to be more specific. Like, what one thing?
That one thing, what do you change it into a fraction?
Math, and then the first one says fraction.
Thank you.
Oh, good. You put it in a circle, now they won't have a meltdown.
Oh, so that's.
No, literally, I'm like,
Both are the answer. What did I do wrong?
What am I going to do without you next year? Should I just fail you so you have to take the class again? Because they're so fun. Yeah.
oh, I thought you were talking about me. I was like,
Why
no.
would you
It's my senior
What's
year.
up, Libby?
360
Can we
degree.
take separate math two again next year?
This is radians.
Sec 3.
But you're trying to get
No.
No.
to solve the rest of
They have a
the-
class called Sec 3 Light, which
Yeah, we're finding the area.
flow like this.
We're in miles, not degrees.
You can come in and be my TA.
I know, but wouldn't it just be easier to convert the radian into a degree and solve it that way?
Nope, it's easier to just multiply it by 1 over 2 pi radians.
If you're showing your work and you particularly individually, Zeke, are faster at that, then you can do that. But most people, it takes them just as long to convert it to the degree.
You should still get 175 over 2 pi.
Yep.
Oh dear.
So as long as you're showing your work, and if you think that's easier and you're showing work, that's fine.
I don't even know how to call that.
You did a good job.
Thanks.
These are ratios. Are these what they're called? Ratios. These percentages,
Proportion.
proportions equal each other.
So where the heck does
As long as the
come into
theta
play?
is a different one, huh?
Where does the theta even come into play?
Remember that?
It's the-
It's an angle.
It's the angle. This is 7 pi fourths is a theta.
Got it.
So if theta degrees divided by 360 degrees is equal to radians degrees over 2 pi radians. These will give you the same answers. So then this will always be correct. Okay. Do you have them practice more? Or
It's up to you.
I think we need to practice one more.
do you want to practice together or on your own?
On
And then,
our own.
okay, do A and D. Or you could work on your homework.
Oh, if you're gonna, I would have them do one more on here.
Okay, do
I
D.
would- Yeah, in radians.
Do D.
Yeah, in 5 minutes.